Hello. This is Dirty Trucking. I'm at home. I have made one of these real home videos in a little minute. At home, and I want to talk to you about something that happened to me today about my own phone carrier. And what the young lady did there actually was a perfect example of what those dispatchers and those fleet companies I was signing on to over the road were doing when I was with their company. See, it's a bitch knowing that there's somebody around here that got it in for me here in the state of Michigan. As somebody around here that's been deliberately doing shit to sabotage me. You got me in horrendous debt and been playing games. And I can tell Michigan knows about it. And it's like when I walk into places, these people know who I am and they start playing games. They think it's funny. When this incident happened at Verizon Wireless, I went in there to discuss my phone bill because I got a tablet. First, I tried to get their home 5G internet. That didn't work. And that was another portion that was on the bill that had to be taken off because apparently I got 5G in the area, but your 5G gateway didn't pick up here when I tried to install it in the home. So it took my Verizon phone bill from $137 a month and some change to $402 damn dollars. So now the internet had to go back. And then let me show you how people get caught up in a lie. That's why I advise people not to lie. And you need to listen. I mean, this has probably been happening to you. And this has been happening continuously. Nobody does anything about it. They just let their employees lie to certain people. And then when somebody really that can handle the issue shows up and that individual comes back and restate what happened that they were lied about, they don't know about it and they get made aware of the situation. By then, it's too late. You done lied to the individual and they done whatever it is you was lying about or had to do something extra because of the lie you told. But it's too late by then. I mean, you let these employees lie. So what happened was I got the internet and I sent that back. Now, let me tell you where the lie came in. Now, the internet didn't work. It didn't pick up the signal here, even though it said I had a signal in 2 windows in my home. So I took it back to the Verizon store because the box mysteriously didn't have a label in it. They said the box supposed to came with a label. So I don't know if they switched it, played games with it, or somebody deliberately sent me a gateway here that would never pick up the signal and I was going to have to send it back because I was trying to get a new different type of security system here that couldn't be cut off like they be cutting off the Xfinity Wi-Fi here that was disabling my Ring camera system, a system I have gotten rid of. This shit is out of here. I canceled the damn little $3 monthly thing to store the videos that wasn't storing the motherfucking intruder that was coming in my home. And the camera's finna go in the trash. Matter of fact, by me talking about it, I gotta remember to take that bitch out of here tomorrow because I don't want that shit in my home. Yeah, I'm not protected with that shit. They playing games with every surveillance system thing I got. But that game's gonna backfire on you. Oh, but back to Verizon Wireless. Now, this has been my phone carrier for a long time. And I have been on here complaining about some electronic harassment noise I keep hearing. And I bought a tablet. There it is right there. Bought a tablet from Verizon. And the day I got that tablet, now, I had been hearing that electronic harassment noise. That's what it's called. I'm not going to go into detail about it because I've been on here too many times about it. Research it, find out what it is. And you know what I'm talking about. But I've been hearing that noise. And sometimes it stops. It's like somebody done found what it was or who was doing it, and it stops. But now it's back. And it started back continuously every day after I purchased this lovely tablet from Verizon Wireless in downtown Detroit. So, but when I walked in there today about the outstanding balance on my bill because I paid like $150 into the phone bill, and then it was a balance of like $184 or something on there. But he told me the guy when I had to take a keyboard back and they do some credit thing, but he said it's not going to reflect in that payment. So instead of me going ahead and paying $184 and you end up crediting me for the next bill, I said I would just come down here when I'm finna pay the bill and you just calculate this shit and let me know exactly what it is I'm supposed to be paying so I won't be overpaying. And then I can get my bill back to normal. He said, fine. So I came in there today to do that. There's a Chinese lady in there. Chinese. And this is the same lady. Now, let me tell you how I caught them in a lie. This is the same lady. When I took the Verizon 5G internet, that this same place, everything I've been getting is from this place. The tablet, my phone I got from another Verizon place. I've had this phone over 2 years. But the tablet, everything else I've gotten from Verizon. But the tablet came from this particular Verizon, downtown Detroit. And the 5G was ordered from that location, downtown Detroit on Woodward. So I go in and I didn't see any problem with them supposedly being able to go over the bill with me again to see if there's anything else in there that shouldn't be. The reason why that bill still seems so high for getting these credits, returning the keyboard and getting something cheaper, and you credited my account, all this stuff. Okay, but you're supposed to taking the 5G internet off and all this shit. It go from $137 to $400 and something just from getting a tablet now, and everything else was returned. It's supposed to be credited. It still seemed that balance seemed to be high because my bill is $137. That's the phone, but I paid $150, and then I still had a balance of $184. I'm like, okay, you got the activation fee for the tablet. That's $35. This $27 monthly thing, and then you talking about some $14 for insurance and all this other bullshit. Then you talking about prorated for the next month. It still don't seem like $184 balance. The tablet is supposed to be $35 activation fee, $27 a month thing. Okay. And then you talk about some prorated. Okay, the prorated amount on the bill said $8 partial payment because I got it at the end of the month of October. And then you talking about you bill me for the next month. Okay, it's supposed to be $27. That's still not coming up to $184 damn dollars. That's a whole nother phone bill plus a monthly installment of the goddamn tablet. So I go in there and the Chinese lady, and this lady is the one that lied to me. I came down there. Now, she ain't the only one. I called customer service about the 5G internet, and they told me it should have been a label in the box to return the internet because it wasn't the 5G thing. It wasn't working. There's no label in the box. Oh, mysteriously, I get sent shit here. There's no label in the box. Let me tell you how, when a motherfucker targets you and want to fuck up your life, that mean they go full force here in the state of Michigan. And I keep hearing this shit about if I want somebody to help me, I should talk nicely. What the fuck are you talking about? And first of all, who the fuck you think you talking to? Anybody talking to you unruly? Anybody saying nothing to you out the way? They just started this shit, been doing this shit for motherfucking years. That electronic harassment noise, I can tell you exactly what year it started. 2017. And I believe that year I had actually went back to my phone carrier, Verizon. I had left them for a minute. And then I had actually tried to go to AT&T. So between the two of them, I didn't know if it was them. But I know that's the two transactions I did that year before this shit started. Before I started hearing this noise. And I had to research it my damn self. What is this fucking shit I'm hearing? It's like somebody turning it up and turning it down, like a TV coming on. Because I know that noise. My father used to work on TVs back in the day. And it sounded like an old picture tube coming on. It's a real high frequency noise. I mean, they don't do shit. It's just an irritating ass fucking noise. It ain't making me walk around, my master, what do you want me to do? What you want me to cook, lick your boots, what? No, it's not making me do none of that goddamn shit. It ain't making me doing shit. It's just a fucking noise I hear. But they don't know. I used to work in a plant at Chrysler. You know the noise from the line running and trucks coming down the line being built and air guns and all this shit? It's nothing. That noise is worse than this little motherfucking electronic harassment noise. That's why I tolerate it. I laugh when I hear the goddamn shit. It's just an irritating little motherfucking noise. But they do the shit when I come home. Yesterday, I noticed when I walked in the door. A sound... and the only way I can describe this sound is if somebody knows familiar the sound. If somebody had a tether on their leg. The sound of when you walk in the door that tether makes dialing that phone. It's like, I heard that when I walked in my home a couple of days ago. I ain't got no tether on my motherfucking leg. I heard that noise when I walked in my home. And I take this tablet with me everywhere I go. The first time I left it was yesterday because I went to the Cat Williams comedy show down at the Fox. Ooh, Cat, he got a show tonight. And this shit was funny as hell. I love Cat Williams. And I left this tablet at home. Now, all at the comedy show. I ain't heard shit. No electronic harassment, nothing. And I had my cell phone because I believe the noise is emanating from the phone. Something going on with the phone. It's something I got to be bringing with me or something. I don't know what the fuck could possibly be on me. They talking about it's on me. On me? On me where? How'd it get on me? If it got on me, it's from one of them niggas I've been sleeping with back in the day. Military background. What you do? Slip something in my ear? Give me a needle or something? What you do? What was you doing to me while I was sleeping in the fucking bed? That's the only way I can figure out something illegal getting on me, making that kind of noise. So, but back to my Verizon story. So I go in there and let me tell you the lie I called them about the 5G internet. Now, the lady on the phone, the customer service lady, tells me you can't leave the package. I said, can I take the package to Verizon? They just sent it off. She said no. So I went down to Verizon to get a label. She said, I arranged for them to print out you a label so you can get it sent off. So I went down there to get the label. I asked them in the store, you can't leave this here and y'all send it off? They said no in the store. Chinese lady told me this. She's printing the label. You know, and then another guy was there. Said, we're not allowed to take packages here. Now, after telling me that, I didn't know at the time that was a lie. After telling me that, this is your own Verizon wireless system and you telling me a customer cannot come back and bring your shit back to the store. If I wanted to return a phone, they would have to come back to the store. If it was in the first couple of days, 30-day period. You'd have to take it back to the store. They tell me I couldn't. So now, I leave there, go up to FedEx, send it off. Why am I getting messages from Verizon? See, this is the game they play. You send this shit off, and then I'm getting messages talking about, hey, Juanita, we still ain't received the 5G gateway. Yes, the fuck you did. This is the game shit they play. Now you acting like it was stolen through FedEx. This the shit they do. They send, what they call that shit on the news, the fake news. They send fake email. They've been sending fake mail, sending fake shit to my phone. And I go in there and they tell me they couldn't take the package. And after I send it off, I get a message, an email from Verizon telling me that they were mailing out a box when they sent it in, but I'd already kept the box. And then at the end of that email, it said you can take the 5G gateway to any Verizon and leave it with them and they can send it off. Wow. This after going in this store downtown Detroit on Woodward. And they told me that lie that they not allowed to take packages. I don't know why these people sit up there and physically look you in the fucking face and tell you a motherfucking lie. I don't know. And nobody's doing anything about it. But back to why I went there today. It's about the bill. The remaining balance on the bill. So I'm talking to the same Chinese lady again. And she goes print out my bill. But she's still not actually answering my question. I wanted them to sit down with me and go over the bill and see if there's anything in detail that's not out of this bill. So I won't be overpaying. She didn't want to do that. So she printed out the bill and printed out another bill. She just running her finger down the paper, showing me different amounts of things. That's not still going over the bill to let me know if there's anything in here. And so I'm telling her, I say, ain't that part of your job? These motherfuckers in this Verizon store tell me it's not part of their job to discuss the bill with me, to go over the bill. Wait a minute. This is the store that sold me this tablet. This is the store that sold me the pen to go to the tablet. Verizon is where I've been getting all my stuff from. This is where I bought and returned the keyboard to go to this tablet. This is where I bought the case to go to the tablet. So you mean to tell me, I go in the store, you familiar with this shit, you know what you charge, what the prices is, you got the receipt for the shit. You are reluctant, refusing, and non-willing to go over my bill to let me know if anything wrong in the bill. But after she printed it out, I seen there was a $20 charge in there for that damn gateway that shouldn't have been on there. I did notice that. But now while I'm talking to this lady, and I told her, I say, ain't that part of your job? All of them in the store talking about, no, we're not trained to talk about the bill. We don't do billing. I ain't say you do billing, but you sold me shit for me to be billed for. So you do billing. Did you do? You do billing. You sold me some shit that I'm being billed for. So your motherfucking ass do billing. You do discuss the phone bill. If a customer came in there now complaining about their phone bill, you do sit down and discuss the phone bill. And if you can't accurately answer the question, you sit down with the customer and get the customer service on the phone while the customer there in the store. You do billing. So today I went down there about that, and there's a young lady in the store, light-skinned girl, young. And while I'm talking to the Chinese lady and I'm getting nowhere with this lady, she still want me to call her. It's Sunday. I ain't calling no motherfucking Verizon customer service on Sunday. That's like trying to call the IRS and the unemployment office. The phone just motherfucking gonna ring. Ain't nobody gonna answer the bitch. Nobody. So I'm in the store. I said, why do I have to call customer service? I'm right here in the store that sold me these items. You can't look over the bill and see? You know what I'm being charged. And you can't tell me you don't know what I'm being charged because you the one sold me this shit. You can break down that bill line by line and verify every damn thing. You gonna tell me to call customer service on Sunday? No, what she was doing was trying to get rid of me. Because, see, that's how I know something wrong. If I keep repeatedly going to your place and I'm having an issue there, there's something wrong in this store. There's something wrong in this store with somebody or something you sold me. And this tablet, ever since I've had it, I've been hearing that electronic harassment noise every day. Oh, and I mentioned that in the store. So, see, because I don't like nobody harassing me with no motherfucking noise. And if I have a suspicion of where it come from, I'm going to walk right up in that motherfucking store. And I did. I asked them. I said, since I've had this tablet, I've been hearing some type of noise. It's called, are you familiar with electronic harassment? I said, because I contacted the FBI a long time ago. I told them in the store about this noise when I started hearing it. But she said, oh, the FBI, okay, well, they're handling. No, they're not handling. They told me they don't investigate this type of shit. That's what they told me when I started hearing that electronic harassment noise years ago. I called the FBI. I was on my semi-truck in another state and was hearing the shit. They told me they don't investigate it. The FBI told me that. They knowing damn well that's a fucking lie. So, I said, are you familiar with electronic harassment? I said, since I've had this tablet, I said, I wasn't hearing it every day. I used to hear that noise periodically. But since I've had this tablet, I've been hearing it every day. So I just asked them flat out in the store. I said, is my carrier, phone carrier, Verizon Wireless, involved with the selling of devices that has something in it that is causing electronic harassment? Is Verizon responsible for the electronic harassment noise I'm hearing? Because you've been my phone carriers the whole time I've been hearing this motherfucking noise. The Chinese lady said no. I said, but how would you know? You would know because you lied to me about bringing the 5G back here and letting y'all send it off. You could be lying to me about that shit. She said, the noise, what noise? Let me hear the noise. I don't make the noise. Somebody else and something is making the noise. I don't make the noise. I just hear the noise when it's being made. I said, I don't hear it now. But shortly after I said that, she went to the back. No, let me get to the girl jumping up. The little light-skinned girl jumps up and walks over there by the Chinese lady. I didn't like the way she jumped up out that seat in the first place. I'm like, motherfucker, what this bitch doing? You don't do no shit like that. She just jumped up, gets over there by her. She said, first of all, if you want somebody to help you, you need to tone it down. Tone it down? My tone is like this. I'm asking her, can she go over the bill? What you mean tone it down? I said, first of all, why are you over there telling me I need to tone? My tone is not irate. I'm talking in a business tone. What are you talking about? Why are you over here even saying that? Then she tells me I'm being disrespectful. How am I being disrespectful? And then the Chinese lady wanted to speak, was about to speak. So I did my hand like that. You know how if you were talking to an officer or anybody, you were having a conversation and you asked somebody a question, but the individual on the side of them was finna answer, you throw your hand up. Nuh-uh. That's what I did. And when I did that and pointed, and I pointed at her, I wanted her to answer. I pointed to her. I did the hand to the Chinese lady, just like that. Then I pointed to her. No, I want you to answer this because you jumped over here and started saying this shit. She said that right there. That's being disrespectful. This bitch said me pointing at her was being disrespectful. What fucking school did you go to, bitch, that tells you that somebody pointing at you is being disrespectful? Telling this woman not to speak for you and answer the question and not to answer the question I asked you. You saying was being disrespectful. See, that's what they do here in the state of Michigan. They allow people to lie to me deliberately. Just like they allow the unemployment office to send a bill here knowing I don't owe that damn money. And they have been reluctant and refused to straighten the bill out. I'm not going online. They said after this shit happened, the news story got out. They were investigating that, and they done busted some more people on that fraud here in Michigan. It was a ring of them running fraud with that unemployment money that we was getting during the pandemic. And y'all shouldn't have been doing that shit. But now you gonna send me some damn bill like it's real. I call it the fake bill because I don't owe that shit. And when I had the representative on the phone to get that shit straightened out, she's telling me it's too late. She can't change it. Yes, the fuck you could. You had authority to change it, and you had authority to get to a supervisor to go over them questions line by line and tell me which question that you identified was not answered correctly or what was wrong with it. Let her ask me some questions to see if it was answered correctly or we need to change it and see if that's what the problem was. Because in December of last year, when I tried to refile, is when I ended up with that bill in January. Up until December, I didn't have no bill. If I hadn't went on there and tried to refile my claim to see if I can get unemployment again, none of this would ever happen. I wouldn't even have that bill. But the length of time and their refusal to even straighten the matter out, I've called my senator's office here to have them look into it. You know what the unemployment office did? Sent me several emails, telling me that I contacted, they repeating back to me, we know you contacted the U.S. Senator's office. But they still ain't straighten out the bill. How long does it take for you to do that shit? Let me tell you, you know that shit happened to me at Chrysler Warren Truck, what they did, falsely accusing me of fucking harassment. Let me tell you, the Michigan Unemployment Office was in on that. They cut my benefits off while I was still an employee there. Caused me to quit my job. I had to sell my house. The Michigan Unemployment Office was involved with that. And they still doing shit to me. The Michigan Unemployment Office was involved with what happened to me at Warren Truck Plant. And then years later, I found out on their own policy description that if you were still off due to your employer not return to work, you were entitled to your benefits. Did they start them back? No. But that was a policy on their own website that I found years later after you done caused all this, aided and abetted and causing this devastation. But back to my Verizon story. I'm going to make another video of this because this one's going to be extremely long. Because it's going to tie over into trucking. So she jumps up, telling me I need to tone my... Take it down. Take it down? It is down. What, you don't want to answer my questions? I want you to go over the bill. What are you jumping up like somebody's attacking this woman? Ain't nobody attacking her. But the way you jumped up out that damn chair looked like you attacking me. Look, girl, I'm a customer. Been there for years, probably longer than she's worked at fucking Verizon. I've been a customer. You don't jump up, run your ass over there with that little young girl. You need to tone it down shit. Bitch, I'm 51. I ain't 20. That little tone it down shit, everybody likes to talk about, I got to tone it down, take it down. And I ain't doing nothing but answer a question. But that's the escape out of it. Then that shit leads to an argument. And I'm good at arguing. So, now, she done caused some confusion in there. Now I'm pissed off. So the young man that handled my bill before that did the credit, I said, well, he's familiar with it because he's the one I told I was going to come back when it was time to pay and let them recalculate and find out what I need to pay. So he was with a customer. I had to wait till he got through. Okay, he looks at the bill, and I done circled some shit on the bill I seen, and he did identify. He said, I see there's a $20 charge in here. So my bill is like $20 higher. I said, that's all I was asking her to do. To go over this bill and see if there was anything in here that shouldn't be in here that's going to drop off on the next bill, but you would get me to pay for it now, but I shouldn't be paying for it because it's still in the bill. The Chinese lady didn't want to do it. The same Chinese lady that lied to me about bringing the 5G back there and sending it off from them told me I couldn't leave the box. Her and that other guy that was there, it was a different guy, said, no, we're not allowed to take packages here. We can print you out a label. That ain't what the email said from Verizon. They said they were sending me a box with the label and I could take the package, the 5G gateway, to the Verizon store. That's what they told me. But this is what I'm dealing with, lies. And now, let me tell you now, I told the young lady, they got cameras in there. So I asked the manager there. I said, are your cameras functioning? Got sound? Okay. Because I'm finna call your customer. I'm finna call your Verizon. I'm gonna complain about the young lady. Now, you don't get away with doing that shit. Bitch, you don't jump your ass up out no motherfucking chair, running over there like you aiding in the rescue or something that ain't even happening. You inciting an incident that wasn't going on. I said I wanted them to look at the bill. Review the bill while I'm here. Why the fuck do I got to get on the phone with customer service? I'm right here at the location that sold me this shit. The Chinese lady didn't want to do it. She just running her finger down the bill. Matter of fact, wait a minute. Here's the printed shit right here. Here's the bill. Here's my bill that she printed out for me. Then she was reluctant to go over to see if anything was in there. The reason why that remaining balance was so high. My bill jumped from $137 to $400 and something from the gateway and the tablet. And then the gateway got returned and the tablet keyboard got returned and they got these credits and shit. But it from $137, and then now you're talking about my new bill is going to be $193 because I got the tablet and then the activation fee and all this other shit. Why is it $193? Okay, I know I got to make monthly payments on the tablet and $20-something, $27, if that. Then the insurance, it's $14. How did it jump from $137 to $190 something? What else am I being charged for? I don't get it. Now, this caused a problem here. Now I'm calling customer service and I'm going to report that location because I don't appreciate them doing that. That young lady, the light-skinned young girl, to sit there and did that shit, jumped up, cleaned up out the chair like something was happening. Like she talking to her kid or something. Ain't nobody gonna talk to me like I'm their motherfucking kid. You ain't finna tell me to tone shit down when it ain't toned up. If you lying to me, then you lying to me and my voice is gonna react to you lying to me. I was just as pleasant. I came in there as a customer. Look what I got on. Sharp as fuck today. Outfit I had on when I went to see Cat Williams. Sharp as fuck today. Look at me. Fucking sharp as fucking hell. Beautiful. To go in there and deal with that ignorancy. These young motherfuckers. And you know what? That bust from that unemployment shit? Nothing but young motherfuckers. What are you doing? Is somebody here in the state of Michigan that's fucking with me? And I'm finna show you how bad. Now, I reestablished my website and wrote stories. And I like to write little stories and post them. That's my little gateway, my little avenue, my little way of expressing myself. But I'm not aware of anybody reading them. If anybody is reading them, I don't know, can't tell. I just like to post stories. I notify people on my Facebook, Twitter. I just reopen an account because I had both of them scheduled for deactivation because I got a Facebook account. The only account in history, I don't get no comments. When I'm on Facebook Live, it don't have none of the little heart bubbles come up that people's on watching what I'm saying. None of that. It's just like it's being monitored by the police or something. The police is looking at it. They done blocked everybody else from looking at it. That's what it acts like. I had the only account in history. No comments, no nothing ever. My high school friends I used to be able to get in contact with, can't get it, find them, nothing. I had one supposedly had contacted my son. The answer was all right because they couldn't get through to me on my own Facebook page. I knew something was wrong when I went live. Automatic, anybody go live, they wait a few minutes, the little bubbles come up, and then people, hey, how you doing? What's this about? Because they want to see what the video about. Not me. I went live during the little protest thing down here, downtown Detroit. Nobody, no bubbles, no nothing. I even put a comment to see if it was fucking working. My comment came up. Nobody else. Never got anybody else. Nobody. And everybody, when somebody go live, people always waiting for somebody to go fucking live. So that's when I knew something was really wrong with this Facebook account. And honestly, I do need to completely delete it. Because I believe this account is being monitored by somebody. All my accounts. My website, my stories, they reading all my shit. And then fucking with me about it. Let me tell you how they did it this time. Now, I told you I'm in debt from that over-the-road trucking. And I'm not going to lie to you. I am in horrendous debt. I owe everybody. Federal, state, city. All of them. From that trucking shit. But when I was out there trucking, they were sabotaging me. Now, I was in a payment arrangement with the federal. Until they sabotaged my truck. That's what started all this shit. And the payments had to stop. Then I ended up getting another job. They kept me there 3 months. Did some old deliberate shit and got rid of me. Now I'm playing this, work 3 months, ain't got no job after that. Couldn't keep regular payments. I notified them. And then the last time it happened, it was right after, that's when the pandemic started. So now I ain't got no job, period. IRS was notified of this. I seem to be the only person here in the state of Michigan that's doing a pandemic, epidemic, tragedy, or some type of horrific event is supposed to be made to pay shit when ain't nobody else is. The only person here that can't get shit straightened out, that's complaining to people that's supposed to straighten out, I seem to be the only person here in the fucking state of Michigan. And then I'm listening to shit. I heard them whisper the shit in the store. I heard somebody say, they said they thought she was crazy. That's that Chrysler shit. Every time I hear that, that's Warren Truck Plant shit. Warren Truck Plant did this shit. They responsible for this shit. They the reason this shit is going on. I'm in debt because they sabotaged my trucks. They were doing shit on the job to get rid of me. Because of that Chrysler shit. That shit followed me all over the United fucking States. Chrysler Warren Truck is behind all this motherfucking shit. But I keep hearing, if you want somebody to help you, you need to be nice. Nice. Motherfucker, I'm 51 years old. I ain't never in my life had to ask a man or anybody, I ain't gonna say never, for help consistently on a regular basis. Now, I may have fell on hard times. I had to borrow some little money from somebody. That's about it. And this is what that young lady said in the store, the light-skinned girl. If you want somebody to help you, you need to take it down, tone it down. Oh, I have an issue here. Unless I kiss your ass, you ain't gonna do shit. That's what she was telling me. So let me tell you that's how this trickled over into the trucking industry. That's what them dispatchers were doing. That's what them planners were doing. That's what them fleet companies were doing that was hiring me. They were all aware who the fuck I was before I got there. And they got me there, started doing the same little bit of bullshit to cause an argument. Some little safety issue that they should have straightened out, but saying they wasn't going to straighten out. Made it look like I'm going overboard, arguing with them and all this shit. Yes, because we have a safety issue here. You want me to drive a truck with a tire that needed to come off, and you were refusing to take it off. You were setting me up. Then they fired me. This is the bullshit that was going on over the road. These people knew who I was. And it was being done deliberately. Just like here in the state of Michigan. You think I would get on here and make this video if I wasn't 100% sure that this is some type of conspiracy here in the state of Michigan? And let me tell you how I know it was. Now, I reestablished my writing site. Now, if you want to read it, I just got it back up. I got the site back up, the webpage. I'm still working with it. I got one story on there if y'all want to read it. It's called The Angry Gambler And my website is notjustforlaughs.com. And that's not NOTJUST and the number 4 LAUGHS. Notjustforlaughs.com. And I'm going to post another story on there I'm working on now. And it's not finished yet. It's called The Yard Gremlin. It's dealing with the deliberate sabotage that's been going on with our trucks in the yard. But it's going to make for a good story. So, but this is stuff I've been dealing with because somebody at the job has been sabotaging my truck, doing little shit to try to, it appears you're trying to cause me an injury. They loosened the tarp rope one day and I pulled it and the motherfucker broke free and I flew backwards. If my arm hadn't fell and hit the ground to brace me from falling, I would have rolled back and hit the back of my head on the cement. But that rope, that's not the first time it unraveled on its own. That rope don't unravel. It's taped good. It don't unravel. It was completely unbraided. And I wouldn't know that because the rope is roped up. It's wrapped in the tarp. And as you unravel it, the rope is unraveling. And once it get to the end, the tarp is completely unrolled. If that rope is unraveled, you pulling with your force backwards. You're going to fly backwards. It could have been a sharp object back there. Anything I could have flew into. But I flew into a pile of muddy, nasty, trash water from that. But I had it happen again. I stopped at a truck stop on Haggerty in Ecorse. Come out from the truck stop, and the rope that was on the side of the trailer had been completely unbraided. It wasn't before I went in there. Who the fuck will unbraid the rope? Little shit like that, little sabotage shit. This gonna make for a good story. It's called The Yard Gremlin. That's what I call the guy. Because it's somebody going around the yard, fucking with the trucks, and little shit going on, stealing and shit coming up missing. The place done got robbed twice, 2 weekends in a row. And we believe it's somebody that worked there. So this gonna make a nice little story because I'm familiar with this type of shit because it was happening to my truck. But this is how this led over to the trucking industry. This is exactly what was happening to me over in the trucking industry. People like that little light-skinned, little young-ass heifer setting up shit like that for me to complain about. Then they did, look how she acted. You done got me upset. You sabotaging me. Now, I ain't aware that you doing this. Why would the fucking company do that motherfucker shit? You hired me as a driver. You got the best driver you could possibly get. And you hired me to fuck over me? Do this type of shit? So you go, look how she acting. You fired. I don't give a fuck. Thank you for firing me. Because I don't want to work for your motherfucking asses. Now that I know that's what the fuck you've been doing. There's a conspiracy here in the state of Michigan. And we need to find out who the motherfucker is and stuff. I know Chrysler, Warren Truck Plant, is behind this shit. But somebody else is keeping this shit up. So, let me show you what they just recently did. Now, I posted a story called The Angry Gambler. And in that story, I recently read about an amount that I lost in 5 weeks going to the casino. Guess what appeared in my mailbox? Letters from the state of Michigan tax department and the city of Detroit tax department. Ooh, wow. Ain't that a coincidence? You sabotaged me to be in all this debt. And you want to send these guys, and then the letter from the state. Talking about, we've tried to notify you on several occasions. This is the first time I ever got a letter from the state. The one I got out of the mailbox today. And I rarely check I wait till the weekend to check my mailbox. Ain't nothing in there but bills. But I'm going to the casino to try to win money, to try to get this debt down. And I've been losing my money. And that gambling shit ain't nothing but a setup because I've been losing too much money. They got me going down and they were deliberately taking my money. I wasn't losing the money by chance, coincidence. It was deliberately being taken. Because the machines would act funny, the funny shit them cards would do, the machine would do when I put my player's card in there. But don't nobody believe this shit. There's a conspiracy here against me. Somebody around here think I'm supposed to kiss their ass. Talking some other tone, ass-kissing tone, to get shit resolved around here, to get this motherfucker off my ass. You think I'm gonna sit here and make monthly payments on a debt I shouldn't have because of shit I knew was being deliberately done to me? You sadly mistaken. It's not gonna happen. Because I'm gonna have somebody look into this goddamn shit. They may not get you for doing the deliberate sabotage, but we gonna have this tax debt looking into. Because I'll be damned if I spend the rest of my life paying for something This shouldn't have never been in the first place. That shit with the unemployment office? You think I'm joking about that? I don't owe them motherfuckers. You think I'm lying about them being involved with that shit when it happened to me at Warren Truck Plant? I wouldn't even be in trucking if they hadn't cut my damn unemployment office. I wouldn't have had to sell my house. I wouldn't have been in the trucking industry, period. I'd still be at Chrysler getting ready to retire in 4 more fucking years. You think it's a game? You think I'm playing a game? You think it's a joke? You think I'm joking about these motherfuckers coming to my house? This ain't no motherfucking joke. This is a conspiracy. And ain't nobody doing shit about it. Law enforcement watching me. People accusing me of doing shit. Making up shit to cause arguments. Sending me all these bills after I post how much money I lost. You ain't helping me out the situation. You caused the situation deliberately. And then you think I'm supposed to pay my money. I don't know where these letters coming from. Some of them fake letters. They're not even real. Like the one I posted not too long ago. A letter with a date on it that the day I got it out the fucking mailbox. How you mail a letter that's the same date of the day I'm reading the motherfucking letter? This is what they do here. You using me for something, and you put deliberately making it look like I'm in this horrendous debt, because you using me for something. Now I do owe the tax debt. I ain't gonna lie. But that amount, I'm not really sure because all this shit that's been going on. I just really don't know. Because there's too much shit been going on. The United States Postal Service has been used too much to send me some fake bullshit in the mail. I really don't know. So somebody needs to look at it. The investigation needs to be done. I'm not gonna get on here and make up this shit. Somebody is going in my apartment. Somebody is going through my shit. Somebody did come here and eat my motherfucking potato salad. I did have a Ring camera system that would never catch the intruder. My Ring camera was being moved and sent me a blank recording of somebody or of a blank screen when I was in Indiana at a trucking company. All that shit did happen. Who is it ass I'm supposed to kiss around here to get you off my motherfucking ass here in the state of Michigan? Who the fuck is it? That's my time here. I ain't gonna be on here too long. I'm cooking this chili. This is Dirty Trucking. I just wanted to give you an update of what's going on. Ain't shit changed here. They still coming after me. Money-wise. Tax debt. Every which way they can. Somebody here is coming after me. Well, come on. It's Dirty Trucking. I'm out. Peace out.